Congratulations, you've just discovered an exciting movie. A beautiful flight attendant stretches her long legs, slowly spinning around a glass of wine, instantly catching the attention of every man in the room. Moments later, another flight attendant starts dancing passionately behind her, wearing a single ring on her finger. Just a few minutes ago, Jack had just boarded the plane. The flight attendant had already lowered the stairs, ready to get closer to the handsome guy. Jack hadn't even settled in when one of the attendants began demonstrating the oxygen mask and life jacket, but Jack was too absorbed in his game of connect the dots to notice. Soon after, the flight attendant brought him a drink, hiked up her skirt, and sat next to him, inviting him to share a drink. Jack, however, politely declined. Angered, the flight attendant shot him a look, and just like that, the seatbelt tightened around Jack. No matter how much he struggled, he couldn't get free. The flight attendant pressed his face down, trying to force him to drink, but at that moment, another flight attendant appeared and pulled her away. Clearly, the two attendants were fighting over Jack. Unfortunately for him, he was no match for either of them. In an instant, the two began a fierce struggle. Jack was so focused on the scene that it took him a while to realize he needed to escape. Quickly, he unbuckled his seatbelt and tried to leave the plane, but outside, he found himself in the middle of a giant cave. Just as Jack was filled with confusion, he was suddenly awoken by a strange noise. It turns out, everything that had happened was just a dream.